Alrighty, hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Maggie, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the OpenStreetMap US working groups. There we go. So if you're unfamiliar with the work of OpenStreetMap US, we are a nonprofit organization, and we work to convene and really encourage folks that are already out there doing great things in the world and the US community to meet each other. So we kind of sit at the intersection of all of the folks who use and edit the map. Volunteers, mappers, the private sector, many of the folks who make their products with the map data from OpenStreetMap. Nonprofits and academia, there are tons of folks out there doing research with OSM and using it in their projects. And then education, teachers using OpenStreetMap in the classroom to teach basics of geospatial thinking. And then even the government, believe it or not, there's a lot of governments out there that are contributing to and using OpenStreetMap data, not just in the US, but across the world. So in our role as convener, over the last couple of years, OpenStreetMap US has expanded its array of working groups. So kind of wild, but we now have 8. And here they are. So one of the oldest working groups is the government working group. Almost all of these groups meet on a monthly cadence. Government working group convenes folks from around the country, working at all different levels of government, from a county to a city to the US federal government. We have members from all over. Like most of our working groups, it's a place where we share ideas, educate folks about how to use different tools in the OpenStreetMap ecosystem. And truly, I think the working groups are the best place to just start building relationships and finding folks who are thinking about the same things as you and feel connected every month. We have our collaborator sync. That's mainly a lot of private sector stakeholders who convene to talk about what they're working on every month, but that's pretty much it. It's open to everyone. A newer one is the OSM imagery working group. We started this when Maxar removed their imagery from the editor, and it's a great place to talk about how to build more sustainable imagery resources for OpenStreetMap globally. So welcome to that as well. Another one that's going to get a lot of shout outs today, it's the recent pedestrian working group. Mobility stakeholders from all sectors have been meeting up to talk about fun things like schemas and how to make editing sidewalks and crossings and all kinds of things related to pedestrian infrastructure easier. Our education working group has been around for a long time as well. It started out as the Teach OSM Steering Committee, and it's morphed into a place where educators, students, people wanting to spread more education, OSM love, can come together. This is our only evening working group because teachers got to teach during the day. So that's been a really great one. The Trails Working Group is another one that you'll hear about today. That arose in response to issues in parks, and it's been immensely successful to bring together seagulls from across that ecosystem. The trails and outdoor recreation is a huge vertical, and we're having land managers and mappers, private sector participants, trail lovers, and nonprofits all in the same room talking about challenges with trail data and how we might solve some of them across the country. The Governance Committee is a group of volunteers that doesn't convene as often as the others, but they're there to moderate any disputes, help support the Slack channel moderation, and support our code of conduct at conferences like this, but throughout the OpenStreetMap US spaces. And then the State of the Map US Program Committee, they've been around the longest. We come together every year with volunteers to help plan each state of the map, and the program committee reviews all the talk submissions and helps put together a great program for all the conferences. So thanks to all of the volunteers who have participated to date. Hundreds of us have gotten together over the last years, and it's been such a great experience. How to get involved. All meetings are virtual. They tend to be like later in the day so that our vast country can have as much participation as possible. Like I said, they're a place to build relationships and share ideas. You don't have to be an expert in the particular topic to join if you want to get involved. So express your interest using the form on the OpenStreetMap US working group page. We will We're moving the cadence to bringing on new working groups to a quarterly, more seasonal basis to reduce interruptions to ongoing work and conversations. But don't worry, if you put your name in and you haven't heard anything yet, you'll be invited in the next group of new members. I said, all are welcome. You don't have to be an expert or an OpenStreetMap US member to join. And thank you very much.